with your opening remarks, please. Dr. Munang.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mohammed. It's still unfortunate that we are unable to have the video access, but that said, greetings, and I stand on the protocol that has already been set by Dr. Abebe. It's a great pleasure for us to be here today, and the directors of WHO, FAO, and the World Organization for Animals, all invited guests and all protocols and colleagues who are present here today observed. It's a great pleasure for us, especially to join you today. And on behalf of our regional director, accept greetings from UNEP Africa office. We are proud to be a member of the One Health Quadripartite Regional Coordination Group. And this is the first time that UNEP is participating in this annual meeting of the Regional Coordination Group. And so we're excited to contribute to the discussions and learn from you as well. None of us is as smart as all of us, and many hands make light work. These African proverbs exemplify our gathering here today, which is to build synergy across our unique strengths towards the common goal of enhancing One Health. Just 2 years ago, as Dr. Abebe alluded to, our lives were turned upside down by the COVID-19 emergency, whose extensive impact cutting across human, economic, and environmental health led to level the worst pandemic of the century. But just as the ones who cause us misfortune also teaches us a lesson, we quickly saw the power of an integrated response come to the fore as the narrative shifted towards the power of nutritious food in building bodily immunity, combined with environmental and animal health actions in keeping potential disease vectors at bay as critical complements to the standard human medicine interventions. Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our unity could not be any timelier. As you speak today, Africa has seen a 63% jump in diseases spread from animals to people in the last decade. There was a notable spike between 2019 and 2020, where zoonotic pathogens represented up to 50% of public health events on the continent. In antimicrobial resistance, Africa has the highest incidence of AMR deaths globally, and is projected to reach up to 4.1 million deaths in 27 years from today. We also have foodborne diseases, where Africa has the world's highest per capita incidences of foodborne illnesses, which claim up to 137,000 lives a year and cause 91 million cases of sickness. With intra-African food demand projected to increase by 178% by 2050, this food safety risk will only continue to escalate in the coming years. While we have looked at human medicine to address every infection that manifests in humans, there is no question that actions in the environment, that actions in animals and food sectors would contribute immensely to preventing such illnesses from occurring in the first place and contribute towards healing. This is the context of One Health, and it is for this reason that the work of this quadripartite is extremely important. The 6 action tracks of the One Health Joint Plan of Action are well poised to deliver success in this endeavor. From the environmental dimension and environmental lens, One Health is inextricably related to the 3 planetary crises of climate change, nature and biodiversity loss, and pollution, which forms the backbone of the United Nations Environment Programme's work in the next couple of years. Our engagement in the One Health space is premised on the fact that the environment offers a multitude of solutions which we can tap into. But the same environment can become a source of health challenges if not sustainably managed. Because of climate change, changes in temperature and precipitation precipitate changes in habitat conditions for disease-causing pathogens, and vectors resulting in the shifting of these pathogens vectors to newer areas where they cause diseases. Nature and biodiversity loss, especially driven by anthropogenic activities like farming, which causes the clearing of large swaths of land, cause the loss of natural habitats of disease-causing vectors, as well as encroachment of humans into such habitats to increase interaction of humans with such vectors, thereby increase the chances of disease transfer between these animal vectors and humans. Then there is pollution. On the other hand, causing a release of biological and chemical contaminants, be they from animals, agricultural, municipal, pharmaceutical, or energy conversion actions in households, as well as transport into the open environment, which acts as a reservoir until they end up in humans through contaminated food and water or other forms of direct contact. Distinguished colleagues, our work in addressing the triple planetary crisis is highly complementary to the One Health approach. We work with state and non-state actors across the entire globe to limit global temperatures rise within 1.5 degrees. The set limit needed to prevent further unraveling of temperatures and precipitation patterns. We are working to deliver climate solutions such as clean energy, critical to powering value addition, and enhancing food safety through simple actions such as proper dehydration of foods to requisite moisture levels needed to increase shelf life and prevent the growth of aflatoxins and other mycotoxins. We are working to deliver clean cooking solutions across the continent, critical to preventing indoor pollution that kills over 700,000 Africans every year. We're working to reduce methane emissions in livestock, which are up to 20 times more potent in causing climate change. Through waste conversion to clean cooking, we are addressing indoor pollution. We are working to transition transport systems into cleaner trajectories towards enhancing outdoor air quality. We're working with both state and non-state actors to enhance the delivery of nature solutions that will reduce the impact of the critical agricultural sector on our environment, ensuring productivity and maintaining the sanctity of our natural ecosystems. Distinguished colleagues, I'm pleased to update you that I just ended 18th session of the African Ministerial Conference on the Environment. African ministers of the environment committed to enhancing the capacity of environmental ministries, in enhancing the contribution of the environment to One Health ideals, specifically to addressing antimicrobial resistance. All these interventions included a socio-economic element where unlocking financial and economic dividends is a power with the social and environmental benefits. Distinguished colleagues, we're talking about One Health in a continent that is a youthful continent, a continent where the youth comprise up to 60% of Africa's population and are the majority in nearly every African country, leveraging their wide accessibility so they can be trained to communicate environmental risk multipliers and how the community can preempt them is going to be a key aspect as we discuss this One Health plan for the next years. For example, agricultural waste recovery solution with guiding young people to turn this to bio-fertilizer, biogas, substituting chemicalized inputs with nature-based solutions which we know are critical in preventing biological and chemical waste from entering the environment and fomenting the growth of infectious diseases. We are working with these young people, and the data that is coming out of this is helping to incentivize and create incentives that can then be able to bring to scale these environmental solutions that can keep these diseases at bay. Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, through the structure of the United Nations country teams in countries, UNEP is working with sister UN agencies to provide top environmental leadership, ensuring that these solutions, among others, are taken up and invested by different players in countries to bring impact to scale. The One Health Quadripartite, combined with the structure of the UN cities, provide a critical platform to which the successes we are already seeing can be further enhanced. We are happy to contribute our expertise to ensure that the environmental dimension of One Health are taken on board at both regional, sub-regional, and country levels. I look forward to great progress and discussions today. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Munang. This is very useful and once reinforcing the the environment and climate aspect of the One Health. Thank you for your very valuable remarks. And now we would like to hear from our